Is it time to buy or sell EOS Energy Enterprises stock? In this video, we will explore EOS Energy Enterprises in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on the 30th of September, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You won't want to miss any critical updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Access the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be construed as financial advice. Since the 14th of July, in the year 2025, our system has classified EOS Energy Enterprises as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a remarkable gain of 112.1% since we first suggested purchasing EOS Energy Enterprises 56 days ago. This equates to an average return of 2% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system predicts significant volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Considering the latest developments, we cannot ascertain the stock's next direction, as it could move in either direction. The stock has broken through a broad and robust upward trend in the short term, indicating an even stronger rate of increase. Should there be any pullback, support will now be found at the ceiling of the current trend, which was previously broken at $10.09. This level may provide a second opportunity for those looking to capitalize on a rally. According to fan theory, $12.02 will be the next potential peak level, presenting a resistance point that may not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a remarkable potential change of 101.97% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging from 44.76% to 78.91%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 91.57%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 11.92% to positive 55.43% over the next year. In today's terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $10.03 and $17.70. Our latest daily update for EOS Energy Enterprises includes the headline, Green Day on Tuesday for EOS Energy Enterprises Inc. The stock price of EOS Energy Enterprises Inc. gained 1.97% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 30th of September, 2025. It rose from $11.17 to $11.39. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 6.94%, with a low of $10.81 and a high of $11.56. The price has increased in 7 out of the last 10 days and is up by 37.39% over the past 2 weeks. Volume on the last day fell by 10 million shares, with a total of 14 million shares traded, amounting to approximately $157.64 million. It is important to consider that falling volume accompanied by rising prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $11.56, while the lowest was $2.06. Currently, the price is 1.47%, or 17 cents, below the 52-week high, and 64.35%, or $20.56, below the all-time high, which occurred on January 13, 2021, when the price peaked at $31.95. EOS Energy is gaining traction as a zinc hybrid battery company that seeks to fill the gaps left by lithium-ion alternatives. Recent analyses have upgraded the stock to a buy, highlighting a backlog worth $672 million and a commercial pipeline valued at $18.8 billion. The advantages of safety, cost-effectiveness, and supply chains friendly to U.S. interests have been emphasized. This optimistic outlook has been reflected in the stock's movements, which saw technical breakouts and rallies following an increase in analyst targets and stronger demand signals. In terms of operations, the second quarter generated a record revenue of $15.2 million, though it also reported a larger than expected, generally accepted accounting principles loss. This indicates that while the company is experiencing rapid top-line growth, it is also facing ongoing cash burn and execution risks. Management is strengthening its operations, including the recent hiring of a chief operating officer to enhance U.S. manufacturing capabilities. Furthermore, support from federal initiatives and interest from utilities are validating this strategy. In the short term, expect continued volatility. Wins in backlog, revisions from analysts, and news regarding funding can lead to sharp rallies, while quarterly losses or setbacks in execution could pressure the stock. Looking ahead, if Eos can turn its pipeline into reliable, low-cost production and successfully tap into the utility and renewables market, the potential for growth is significant. However, failure to scale or secure financing for growth would keep the downside risks and the possibility of dilution high. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 30th of September, 2025, it was reported that B. Riley assigned EOSE a neutral grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 5th of September, 2025, it was reported that Guggenheim assigned EOSE a buy grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 5th of September, 2025, it was reported that Jefferies assigned EOSE a hold grade with an initialize action. On Friday, the 7th of March, 2025, it was reported that Cowen and Company assigned EOSE a hold grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 6th of November, 2024, it was reported that Seaport Global assigned EOSE a neutral grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned EOS Energy Enterprises stock a general sell rating. They evaluate the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell, and the price-to-book ratio also receives a strong sell rating. Regarding return on investment, the analysts also classify the stock with a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified for EOS Energy Enterprises. EOS Energy Enterprises Inc. stock presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, a general buy signal is indicated by the relationship between these two signals, where the short-term average exceeds the long-term average. Should there be any downward corrections, support levels are present at $10.60 and $7.82. A breakdown below either of these levels would generate sell signals. A buy signal was activated from a pivot bottom point on Monday, September 8, 2025, and thus far, the stock has increased by 65.79%. Further upward movement is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Furthermore, a buy signal is also present from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Notably, volume decreased during the last trading day despite rising prices, creating a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, it is advisable to monitor the stock closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 17 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 25 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 15 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 57 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal from 61 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 28 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 57 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages signaled a buy from 55 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for EOS Energy Enterprises. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $10.65 and $10.24. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the stock may then fall to the next support level. In this case, EOS Energy Enterprises Inc. finds support just below today's level at $10.65. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $10.24 and $9.76. This stock may exhibit significant movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility, and with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is considered to be very high risk. During the last day, the stock moved 75 cents between its high and low, or 6.94%. For the last week, the stock has shown a daily average volatility of 9.52%. Before we explore the potential trading levels for EOS Energy Enterprises, let's first discuss some vital fundamental data. To begin, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric assesses a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or losing money. It's important to note that even well-established companies can undergo challenging periods, often due to external factors. However, a persistent negative PE ratio may suggest a lack of profitability and could indicate potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 4th of November, 2025. Analysts currently estimate a consensus of negative 31 cents. It's essential to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for EOS Energy Enterprises. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, EOS Energy Enterprises encounters its first support level at $10.65. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for EOS Energy Enterprises from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 5th of September 2025, Puri Sumit conducted an insider purchase of 68,334 shares of common stock. On the 8th of September 2025, Puri Sumit conducted an insider sale of 20,501 shares of common stock. On the same day, Puri Sumit also conducted another insider sale of 20,000 shares of common stock. On the 5th of September 2025, Puri Sumit conducted an insider sale of 68,334 shares of restricted stock units. On the 3rd of September 2025, Walters Marion conducted an insider sale of 50,000 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we have calculated that the insider power is positive, with a ratio of 8.535. Overall, insiders purchased 5,737,725 shares and sold 4,770,901 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $11.08, representing a decline of 2.72%. This stock experiences very high daily fluctuations, which contributes to a significantly elevated risk. The relative strength index for the past 14 days is 89, further amplifying the risk involved. A buy signal has been indicated from a pivot bottom that was identified 16 days ago. Is EOS Energy Enterprises stock a good buy? EOS Energy Enterprises Incorporated holds several positive signals. However, we do not find these to be sufficient for it to be considered a buy candidate. At the current level, it should be regarded as a hold candidate, meaning to hold or accumulate while awaiting further developments. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 1st of October, we expect EOS Energy Enterprises to open lower by 13.7 cents and start trading at $11.25. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is important to consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree to accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.